Hello and welcome back to Starfield. It's Starfield 2026. This is a new game plus. So, spoilers. You've been alerted. We've been doing the main quest and we've gotten to the point where the Starborn are starting to notice us. We have done Ryujin, so we've got our operative suit, and we have done the Mantis quest, so we have got the Razor Leaf and we've actually outfitted it. At this point, Andreja has said she needs our help with something, so we are going to help her out. I'm going to update her clothing just a little bit. We're depending on the Andreja stock clothing, and I'd like to make everything match so that she's, not the base outfit is different, I'll put it that way. So to do that, I'm going to need to have a little bit of fiber and I forget what the other ingredient is. I'll remember it when I see it. And we can actually do this on board ship. So let's start off with going back to Jemison Mercantile so we can get our crafting ingredients.
Can I help you with something?
Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look.
So let's see. Resources. We need fiber. I'm just going to grab all the fiber she's got. And let's see. Sealant. There we go. And we should be able to make that outfit. We're going to do the crafting on board ship. I'm also going to take a moment and talk to everybody before we go, so we know that everybody's conversations are nulled out and we don't end up unexpectedly having to deal with, prior situations. I think I haven't talked to the companions yet about the Starborn. I should have done that. Yeah, I should have done that when... Actually, we just barely got back. I should have waited at the end of all that money can buy, and taken care of that. But we'll do that now.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Okay, crafting first. It's downstairs. Where'd it go? Over here? Yeah, here it is. So the piece that Andreja's missing, because I thought her normal outfit would take in that bit, was the Varun outfit for the shroud. Just need one. I would just need to find Andreja.
I must confess, probably lab drive makes me feel warm.
That's her.
I'm listening.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every...
Never would I have imagined to encounter something like this Starborn. Now I feel that rather than having answers, we only have more questions. Yes, by any meaning of the word. Regardless of how impossible they may have seemed before now, I must say that I do not like being threatened by anyone. If so, what would that be? Clearly, these Starborn are connected to the artifacts, which would mean that they are also connected to that temple you found. Did they make these things? Have they appropriated them? This all implies there is something more, something we do not yet understand. You are right. And it would seem that if we do, we may well cross paths with these Starborn again. We will need to be on our guard from now on. They seem to know much about us. Perhaps we can learn more about them to make it even.
Good
Whether we
idea.
learn more or not, I now have a difficult decision to make. I must decide whether to report this to House Barun. Yes, perhaps that is for the best. I would not wish to send them information now that turns out to be incorrect later. I do appreciate that I can trust you with this. It is good to have someone to talk to. And I appreciate that greatly. We should return to our search then. There's still so much to do.
Among other things,
I was lost in a memory.
I've got some clothing for you.
A
How can I
pleasure.
help?
A good team always shares the load.
Okay, so in my inventory, I have a second outfit. And we go in here, and I go you and you. There we go.
We will speak again.
Ahoy,
I'm
Captain.
sure.
There we go. Now it doesn't look like her amulet is standing off in front.
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all, I will be your friend like forever.
See, can I give you a book?
Wow!
Oh, all I've got is a charter. I can't give you a book.
Okay, bye.
Sorry.
I have to talk about the Starborn. Do you have a second? You do, right? Right? How could we not talk about it for the rest of our lives? It could be the dawn of a new era of humanity. Or it could be an elaborate prank or any number of mundane explanations. Spoken like a true scientist. I agree. We just need more data. There has to be a way to draw them out and figure out where they're coming from. To me, huh? You're not interested in getting this great revelation? I take your point, though. We don't have a lot of control over the situation. This could be a turning point for humanity, you know? Or it could be just the emergence of a powerful new faction, or some sort of elite military tech, or a gazillionaire with nothing else to do. All we know is that they wanted that artifact badly. Agreed. That is going to require more observations, more encounters with them. And who knows? Maybe we'll never see them again.
Okay, so I kind of hinted there. I didn't take the one that I thought would be too broad of a hint.
Hi, good to see you.
Hey, Sam. You need to talk, huh?
Late at night in dive bars, sometimes the old-timers share stories about things they've seen that they just couldn't explain. Ghost stories, if you will. I've heard of things like the Starborn before. But they're real. Honest to God real. But you carry on for centuries of exploration,
Whoops.
and you can fool yourself into thinking you got it all figured out.
You didn't like
But you
that.
don't. So the obvious question is, what the hell are they? Everyone's gonna be thinking aliens, but maybe not. Their ships were incredible, but they still felt like ships. They had engines, weapons. I think I even made out a grav drive. If they were really alien, I would just expect it to be more alien, you know? I mean, it could be some secret Freestar Varun or UC tech, but I don't know. exactly. I'm gonna throw out another wild stab in the dark theory. Maybe they're from outside our known systems. Here's the hypothetical. Centuries ago, some brainiac scientists decide to play settler. But they go way, way beyond any place we've ever been to set up stakes. Once they get there, they make a few lucky breakthroughs, and their science just snowballs from there. I could see them getting further, faster, and hence become the Starborn. If I got it right, then you owe me a steak dinner. One way or the other, we are not alone. And that's... that's both exciting and terrifying.
Okay, let's see if he's got anything else he wants to talk about.
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse. I found some stuff. Nothing too exciting, but it's yours. Now that's it then.
Okay, so we talked to everybody. So now when somebody has something pressing to say, it should be something about something more recent. We are headed to Aquila City.
I spent significant time here meeting with smugglers. Brings back memories.
Okay, onward to Aggie's. So it's way back there. I'm going to fast travel to Teraburu. And we can just kind of cut across town.
I know your type. Freewheeling space ace.
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
Okay, so we need to talk to Andreja here at Aggie's. Is she coming? Not sure whether this could be something where I have to talk to her or if she just kind of starts the conversation.
I have spent. He is not here. I am disappointed, but
Wonder if we should have a
relieved
lost in
somehow. You're right. I'm sorry. Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
Locals can be especially colorful here. Want a drink? Might not be the biggest selection in town, but our liquor gets the job done as well as any. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, something I got back when I was an irresponsible kid. There's a lot of things I'd probably do differently if I had a second chance. But hey, that which doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Take care, stranger.
Hey.
We're here about the... If you got credits, spend them with Ethan. Or leave. You ain't here looking for Erin. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon. I heard you ain't deaf. She didn't ruin Erin's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere? Ha, forgive me if I don't take you at your word. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough. Look, I've seen all kinds of sad sacks over the years. Most of them brought it on themselves. He was no different. Got himself in over his head, mixed up in something he shouldn't have been. Still, not pretty to watch the slide down afterwards. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla too, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove 'em.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand. You are right. We should focus on finding him.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
Something about just conversation. We have something to go on, at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience. Yes, I had not considered that his absence would affect others in the same way. It is better to overlook her reaction then. I'm eager to reach Hyla too, and speak to Aaron. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety.
Okay, let's go to Hyla 2 then. I think we can just jump directly from here too. Oh, okay, we got to stop in Sagan on the way because Hyla is more than 30 layers from us. So we have to stop in Sagan, and we haven't been to Sagan before, so we can't just automatically move on through.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
We know her. You know what I'm gonna do?
First Simon, now you.
First the shields, then the engines.
Seals are tight, we're docked.
Okay. If these guys don't open the door, we're going to hit sense star stuff again. Just have to let the power come back.
Spoils of victory.
So
Hopefully they amount to something.
apparently the security captain took over the Datura. I wonder what happened. Oh, she probably sold the ship and in the process of setting up a new name. Oh well. Be interesting to find out if there's any follow-up on our previous encounter with the Datura. Sorry, we're kind of putting a pause to things in the middle of your quest, Andreja, but... Did not expect to be jumped by the Datura. Actually, I was kind of hoping I'd be jumped by the Datura with Liskova aboard, so I could maybe expand on that whole quest. Like maybe she was attacking me hoping to get Ember back or something. Decorate. So no messages in the captain's area. So it's just a ship now. Okay. Well, it'll give us a chassis to build on. So I need to fly this to somewhere that I can switch ships. Okay. Somewhere we can switch ships. How about back here? Aquila City. We just came from there.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
This.
You know, my great-granddad
Welcome to Pre-Star Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband. You could be on your way. All right, you're good. Welcome to Aquila City.
And that's a crash. Bloody heck. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we are loading back in. I'm not sure at what point I unpaused. I have removed some of the mods. Oh, I think my pause button isn't working. Yeah, so my keyboard controls over OBS are not working right. Try this again. Loading the Datura. Continue loading. Yes. Basically, I've turned off all of the add-ons that I was loading through Mod Organizer.
You know, my
This is
great-grandfather made
Freestar
that
Collective
job,
Space.
right?
Hold while we scan your ship.
We're here.
You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
Okay, so we're arriving at Aquila City in the Datura. Good, we didn't have to redo any of that. We're just nipping down to change ships. I'm beginning to worry that I've done something to destabilize the game, aside from,
Must be very
I was thinking that it was
the native wildlife being what it is.
some of the coding that I do, but I rebooted the system since the last time I did anything. I was thinking it was alt-tabbing, but I don't think I alt-tabbed out of this one. So we're going to start removing creations.
You should inspect. Need some work done? Sure, have at it.
Okay, so Datura is not registered, so I'll have to register the Datura at some point. I think I've heard it's cheaper to register from the cockpit of the ship than here. But I only need to register it if I want to change it. Okay. Now let's head to Hyla 2. We have stopped at the Thagan system, so now we should be able to do all this in one go.
I have things for you.
Everybody's got something for me. We need to put all...
Could you please spare a ship part? Our rookie here may have sideswiped an asteroid. Needs some
Sure.
repairs.
Sure, no problem.
I had a good feeling about you. We just need a little. 2 units of ship parts will do.
There you go. Have a good one, Ranger.
Here, take these for your help.
Wow, 5,000 credits. He overpaid for those ship parts. Okay, so we're going to scan, and we're going to head for Aaron's camp. There it is.
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
Hello, Captain.
My goodness, you have been using your non-lethal weapon all this time?
We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now.
Yeah, I'll let you do the talking.
Thank you. From what Aggie said, it sounds like he has been rather paranoid for years now. That too, I fear, is my fault. Let us proceed slowly and carefully. I do not want to antagonize him. How
However,
can I assist? What have you got for me?
I need you to switch up your weapons. I need you to be using the mag shot, and let's make sure you've got 43 MI ammo. Yep, you do.
Very good.
There. So the next time we go into combat, you'll actually have a lethal weapon to use. Oops. Why is it giving me tutorials all of a sudden? Might as well scan stuff on the way in. There's 8 of these. We'll get a full scan of the plant. Several plants here. Yeah, why not? Let's do a little scanning before we talk to Aaron. This be Aaron's ship. Varun Dirge? I don't think Aaron would be flying a Varun ship. I've got a bad feeling about this. Not sure what the range on Sense Star stuff is.
Truly the Great Serpent has blessed you.
Those guys are inside. He's outside. I can stay stealthy. Okay, in this case, we're being detected by that grub. Yeah, she just one-shotted this guy. Good girl. She saw something?
I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not. Think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Well, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jada Wong. I am sure of it. This cannot be evil. Winner takes all is difference, is it not?
We're looking for something from Jada. My friend will be. Okay. Was that 1,000? Cool. Finally getting enough of the array ammo that we could actually use that weapon. I'm not going to bother with the save. If we don't find the correspondence from Jada, I'll come back and get the save, but at this point, I am inclined just to keep moving. Tablet. Grab the scripture, and there's some heretic writings. We'll have to deal with the contraband properly. So Jada has joined the UC Vanguard. So, and she sent Aaron this message where she named Tomasar Kadek, which he mentioned. Okay. I'm not sure why it's giving me all the tutorial stuff. We're up to 6 auto slots. I'm going to use one. Okay. So 6 harvested organs, 13.5K value, and 5 AI adapters at 14.8. Those are pretty good value. I'm going to grab that. And we'll worry about where we're jumping to next. If we're going to be jumping to somewhere where they are going to scan us, we'll get warned. And I can either ditch the stuff or go somewhere else. I don't think officially we've ever actually visited the den, which is where I went to sell before.
You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way. She has been for as long as I have known her. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I've discovered something else. And I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him. And yet, we found them here searching for him. How did they know? What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik. Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Baroon. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Baroon, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him. It is hardly that simple. We must first make sure that Jada is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
Hey, how about that? So now we officially know where the den is, and unofficially we know we can sell our contraband there.
Find the interior of this ship comforting.
Come in at full speed and slam into the dock.
And we're docking. And complete. Easy peasy.
So there's some things I want to experiment with contraband. For instance, I know they scan it if it's in your hold, if it's in your inventory. Pretty sure they scan it if it's in the captain's inventory. You can get ways of reducing the probabilities of seeing it.
Someone will know where we can find her.
Greetings, Captain.
But can we
I understand this
stealth
station
up?
was once quite the luxurious place for
Hush, hush.
military commanders. Based on what I see, I find that very hard to believe.
Remember when we snuck past the Varoon? I wonder if we shut down all the power on the ship and put like one power into the grav drive before we jump in, can we sneak past the scanners and get landed?
How may... Was there
We'll have to try that
something
sometime.
By all means.
Okay, so we are selling all of this contraband. Okay. That gets us back up over 100,000 credits. Don't need to really sell anything else. We'll take care of that
I
offline.
know we're not a priority for the Vanguard or the UC, but it's still space worth protecting. Haven't seen you around here before. Welcome to the den. Reina Marquez. I head up the Vanguard station here. If you've got business with the Vanguard, I hope you ran it through Mast first. If not, you probably made a long jump for nothing. Wang? Really? There are at least 3 other pilots based out of here I'd expect to receive complaints about first. Before we get started, I have to inform you there's a formal review process for the Vanguard, so don't expect any action for a while, okay? Now, what is the nature of your complaint? Oh, okay. Sorry. Force of habit, I suppose. Jada isn't here. Hasn't been here in a while. In fact, she's following up on some sensitive information. I'm not sure I should disclose any more than that. It's not something I can just blurt out.
Yeah, they're putting me through all the tutorials again. I don't know why.
I can see that. I hear you. I'm still willing to talk. I suppose it's not the end of the world. Jada came in a bit ago, all fired up over some hot lead. She's been focused on zealots ever since she was assigned here, but this was a whole other level. She was headed out to Groombridge to track them down. Never seen her so fixated. And if you know Jada, that's saying something. If you're headed out that way, be careful. Wouldn't surprise me if she's getting into all kinds of trouble.
Okay. Groombridge. Got it. Is that in the same system?
Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain.
Actually, I've had troubles before where I have cruised into some place. Groombridge is a different system. Anyway, I've had troubles where I've used Super Cruise, Grav Drive to... Excuse me, where I've used Cruise, not Grav Drive, to go to another planet, and my companion wanted to talk, and we got locked up. That was back in like one of the first recordings of this series.
Unidentified ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you, and what are you doing here? You're what? You've got to be kidding me. You show up here now of all times? Shit. I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight.
Yep.
I'm sure not going anywhere for a while. So why don't you tell me what the hell you think you're doing, showing up here now? 10 years after the fact? With nothing in between? You'll have to forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Suspicious, even. Look, my grav drive is fried. I need time to repair, if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. Just so we're all clear.
Whoops. Had my hand on the wrong keys there.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Okay, here we go. Quick save in case I really blow it.
quickly show your face.
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jada. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up, killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that. It was zealots, you know that. We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer? Hey, I'm calm. You calm? Great. What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me. Worried? Worried she hadn't finished me off, maybe. I knew it was only a matter of time.
What are you talking about? I have never acted against you.
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the zealots. And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew. Told the zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen. I don't have... It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jada. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomasar. Tomasar Kadik. That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the zealots.
And did you hear this from Aaron?
Aaron? What? No. I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jada, I swear on the serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this. I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
You think you've won, do you?
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, you better help me take him down. Otherwise, I'll just have to destroy you both! Get back to your ship!
Okay, I'm going to see if I can capture this thing. Can I do this? I could take his engines out. Got his engine down. Okay, they're not letting me dock. Okay. Yep, there's no dock option. Okay. Oh well, I tried. So we couldn't disable his ship, or we did disable his engines and his shields and his grav drive and all that, and we still could not force docking.
I do not understand. It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying. Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Baroon values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return. Maybe not forever, but certainly until our mission has been accomplished. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Baroon's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home. Unless I am permitted. Perhaps there is. I cannot travel to my home, but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before. I cannot say for certain what will happen. Thank you. That means a great deal. There is an old derelict star station where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive.
Okay, derelict station, here we come. How come it's not targeting? There we go. Is there anything else in the local area? Boy, she took down a number of these Varun. Schematic. Why did it take me out of the seat? I just tapped E. There we go. Okay, so now there's our mission. This is going to grav drive to it.
Yes, you're here. Look at those beautiful stars.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
All right, follow me.
Captain,
I will say again, there is
pleasant
danger
to
for
see
you
you.
here, likely for us both. I need you to trust me. These stations were built by the United Colonies during the Serpent's Crusade. They were abandoned when peace was brokered. They are an excellent place to hide in plain sight. Before we go any further, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your weapons at your side. Do not make any sudden moves. Do nothing to appear hostile. Thank you. Please give me a moment.
While she's doing that, I'm going to poke my nose around a little bit, see if there's any cool stuff. She should be done by the time I get back. I'm not looking particularly deeply, but if I see any, anything obvious, I'll grab it. Apparently she went ahead without me. That's all right. I think I'm going to look around here too while she's walking around. Ooh. Contraband. Yep, we're going back to the den after this to sell the contraband. Gonna ignore the safes. I don't want Andreja to get too far ahead of me.
I am not the one who needs to explain himself, Commissar.
I am surprised by your tone. What has gotten into you? This is very unlike you. Almost insubordinate.
I know what you have done. The messages you sent.
You are not making any sense. Of course I send you messages. That is how this works. That is how it has always worked.
Not to me. To the zealots. To the fanatics who murdered my friends, who tried to murder me.
You must be mistaken. Or perhaps confused. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Enough! I have the transcripts, Commissar. You did this. You told them where to find us.
Now, let's just take a moment. No one wants to make accusations they might regret. You are from that Constellation group. I've heard all about you. You have turned her against me, filled her head with lies. This will not be allowed to stand. I think you shall find that to be a terrible mistake.
I said enough! This is between you and me.
This has gone far enough. Talk some sense into her at once. Neither of you would dare lift a finger against me. Against House Varun. No. If you let Andreja hurt me, I am her only link to the High Council. To House Varun. Without me, she can never return home. You must make her listen to reason.
He is responsible. He deserves to die.
Did you not hear me? You do this, you lose everything!
I heard you. I know what it costs me. But he deserves it. Does he not?
I'm going to use no one needs to die right now.
He gave my friends to the Zealots. Might as well have killed them himself. How does that not warrant justice? The only thing keeping him alive right now is... I know that if I do this, I lose my home. Probably forever. I do not know what to do. I know. I want to so badly. I do not know how to live with this. Consider yourself fortunate. You get to live.
This is not over. The High Council will hear of your treason.
Perhaps they will hear of your actions as well, Tommysar. Think on that. Come. Let us leave this place. I wish to return to the lodge.
So I have tried to... I've tried to let her kill him, and it ended up with lock after soft lock after soft lock after soft lock after she gets out her weapon and aims it and never pulls the trigger. And as for me shooting him for her, that's not really an option. There's the loot box. So our next step is to get back to the lodge. I don't think we can fast travel from here. Oh, and I don't want to go to the lodge directly anyway, because we would then be scanned in orbit, and then they would arrest me for having contraband, and yeah, that would not be good.
Captain, hello.
So first step is to sell the contraband. I suppose I could power everything down and we could see if we could sneak through New Atlantis. Let's see. I'm going to do a quick save. We're going to try it. I'll roll this back if this whole sneak through thing doesn't work. So we've got the... Actually, I better put a hard save down in case I hit quick save by accident. That would be embarrassing. Okay, so we've got a save down. So the question is, can you stealth into orbit? I noticed it was putting that in gray. We can't actually go through and land. Okay, that's not going to work. Nope. Yeah, you can't stealth through like that. I didn't think so. So arriving with all the power down doesn't hide you from their scanning of incoming stuff. So we are going to go back to our normal posture And we are going to not go to a capital planet of the UC where they are no doubt noticing everybody that comes in. We'll just head to the den, where they conveniently don't actually scan you into the system.
Grav jump complete.
And we're landed.
And we're locked in.
Greetings, Captain.
I try not to trade in gossip.
May I be
but
of service?
If you have any verifiable information, I'm all ears.
Yes, of course.
Okay, we want to sell the contraband. Doesn't sell for a whole lot, but we're up to 130K. He should have a contraband box to put that stuff in. I don't see it, though. Wouldn't that be great to be able to sell it to him and then steal it back? Anywho.
Got anything you need to offload?
Back to the lodge.
Will we be taking off immediately, or are there other matters
Be
that require
advised,
your attention?
you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
And that's a crash. Okay, so it's not the mods I'm loading through Mod Organizer. Okay, I will be back. Okay, we're on our way back in. So before I started this series, I had a couple hundred hours.
You are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
I'll wait for him.
And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
Okay, so before I started this series, I had been playing another game, another Starfield save. I had about 200 hours in without a single crash, and I thought we would be golden for this. So either the update changed something, or something about my system has changed. I'm going to continue to debug this little by little. I'm going to try one change at a time each time we get crashes during a recording. I won't talk a lot about it until I find out what's going on. Anyway, let's get to the lodge. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's not what I'm doing with TensorFlow. It's not what I'm doing with GPU programming. It may or may not have something to do with tabbing away. I don't know. I may be tabbing away and not realizing it at some point. But we'll see.
I may not quite enjoy New Atlantis, but this is much better.
I have heard there have been crashes on PS5. I'm not using a PS5. People have reported that things are stable on Xbox and PC. So whatever I'm seeing is not what they're all reporting or failing to report.
How are you? Thank you for coming back here with me. I fear that After all that has happened, I am unsure of my place in House Baroon. This room may now be the only place I have left to call home. It is reassuring to hear you say that, but still, I worry that I have made a mistake. What if Tomisar betrays me to the High Council? What if he turns House Baroon against me, and I am cut off from them forever? I know you will, but that may not be enough. I do not know how to live without some connection to House Baroon. The Great Serpent has always been a guiding force in my life. The force that drives all that I do. What if I have lost that? Yes, that is true. Whatever else has happened or will happen, the Great Serpent still holds a purpose for me. You have been by my side through all of this, the most turbulent time in my life. And you have supported me, faithfully. I have never been able to count on any single person the way I have with you. If I am repeating myself, you will have to forgive me. I cannot overstate what it means to me. Well, that is... I am sorry. I need a moment. I admit this is a surprise. I did not quite realize you felt this way about me. But if you mean it, my feelings are not so different from yours. Then truly nothing can stop us. We will be a force to be reckoned with. You have brought a joy to my life that I could not have imagined, and could never have expected. With you at my side, love, I look forward to everything that comes next.
Okay, so the official quest is over. She's still got more stuff she's going to do very soon. So we need to do some minor things. I think I'm going to start by thinking, what else can I put in here or take out of here? So all I want to leave in storage are things that I may want to get out later. So let's grab the stuff that we just, don't need to keep into the future. So we're saving the action figures, Astra and X-Tech. I don't think there's any weapons that we need to put in the box. Remember, stuff for the box is stuff we may need in the far future. Like stuff we don't know how to use yet, but we need to keep it. Like I said, like the action figures, I don't know how those work yet, so I don't know whether we need to keep them or not. I am going to sell all of the stuff that I'm not otherwise using. So let's see, are there any of these things we want to leave in the box? X-Tech. It's interesting. I thought there was already X-Tech in storage. Okay, well, whatever. Leave that in there. Yeah, we're going to end up selling my friend Wilby. I was going to hold on to it, but yeah. Okay, so eventually we'll sell that stuff. So we need to pick some tasks that we can break away from if she has more things she wants to do. There's still some conversations we need to have with her, which are time-gated, and there's still an important quest to do with her, which is probably going to be much later. Let's see. On the main quest, our next thing is further into the unknown. Finding a couple more temples. That's good. I don't want to start any of the faction quests quite yet. You know what we could do? I don't want to start doing that, but we could talk with Yumi and head down into the well. Just kind of do miscellaneous tasks while we're waiting for Andreja to tick over into asking us for something more. Oh, talk with Andreja.
I have been thinking about us.
Aha.
As a couple? I am not sure of the terminology. Our relationship, let us say. It is, and I am thankful for you every day. You and I, we come from such different backgrounds. I cannot really know all that you have been through, and you are not House Baroon. We do love each other, and that is a lot. This does not work if I am not honest, if I will not speak plainly what is on my mind. As much as I love you, and I do, I cannot help but wonder what the future holds for us, given all that I know to be true. No, that is not my concern. I trust that you will stay with me. When the Great Serpent returns, I know I will be by his side as one of the promised. But you are not like me. You are not House Baroon. Your fate, as much as it pains me, is sealed. I have tried to not worry myself over it, but I cannot stop thinking about it. What future can we have if that is the inevitable end? You understand, this is different. It is not what might happen, but what will happen. I have never expected you to share my beliefs. You cannot possibly. And I will not fault you for that. I do want to be with you, but there are moments I find myself grieving for you already, knowing that you will be lost. How can I possibly move past this? I love that you are thinking of me, not of yourself. I just hate to think of anything coming between us, whether now or in the future. But you are right. I need to focus on what is in front of me now. Not something I have no control over. Thank you for talking me through this. It only serves to remind me how much you mean to me. How deeply I care about you. Really? You continue to surprise and amaze me. I am at a loss for words. Of course, yes. Yes, I want that too. My culture deals with this so differently than I have seen in the rest of the settled systems. I need some time to consider what would be an appropriate, equivalent gesture. But do not mistake that for hesitation. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I will not let you go for a moment.
Okay. It was a conversation that I thought we were going to have to basically vamp until we got. She needs some time to think and to come up with what the next step is. So we're going to go off and do something else. And I'm thinking that our next step is to maybe team up with somebody else for a bit. Get some of the other companions, get their relationships going towards friendship, and let Andreja think for a bit, and we will come back to her. So when you come back, I will actually have gone off to do some shopping. I'm not going to do the Sergeant Yumi thing or the well thing. I think that was we'll save those for later. I'll do my shopping. I'll do my selling. I will do buying anything I think I need to do. I'll think about what we want to do next, and I will come back with the next recording soon. See you then.